Hello there guys and welcome back to the FIFA 21 career mode with Real Madrid, and we've got episode 3 of the career mode. Now today's episode, we've got quite a big episode. We're ending off the summer transfer window, maybe one or two more signings before we end off the window, and also we'll play our first game in the Champions League. So let's take a look at the calendar then for today's episode. So we've got our first game here being in the La Liga away from home, and then that will end August, where we'll obviously end the transfer window. Moving on into September, we've got some interesting games coming up here. So 3 games in the league, but we've also got our first games coming up in the Champions League. Mönchengladbach coming up first away from home, and then got Shakhtar Donetsk at home. And then we go over to October, obviously not in today's episode, but we'll be facing Inter Milan in the Champions League. Here's a quick reminder then of the La Liga table, and as you can see, only played 2 games so far, but here are the teams that have won their first 2 games, being Barcelona, Villarreal and us. Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid are currently 2 points behind us. Like I say, only 2 games so far, nothing really to show, but this is how the table is looking. So before we go any further in today's episode, we are going to answer some of your guys' comments from the previous episode. And also guys, if you're enjoying this episode so far, don't forget, leave a like down below and hit the subscribe button. But either way, let's get into the comments. So the first comment here coming from, I'm going to say Zen. Sign Jesus to backup striker, or if you play Mbappe as a winger, sign Immobile for a swap with Benzema. He's way better than Benzema. For midfield, sign Owar from Lyon. And B. I don't know what the and B is, but Owar, I've added him to the shortlist. Such a good shout that I'd love to get him into the team. And also Jesus, I've added him to the shortlist as well. I didn't even think about him, but he could be a possible replacement up front. So into the second comment here from Kenneth, and he's left a pretty big comment here, but with some helpful tips, I'm not going to lie. So let's get into this here. So Mbappe 7, so I'm guessing that's the kit number that he wanted me to align him to in the last episode. Obviously, you got given the number 17. Cut long story short, I've now given the number 7 shirt. Benzema was always number 9, and made Hazard the number 10. So Mbappe is a right wing inverted winger. Benzema is a playmaker forward. Hazard 10 as a wide playmaker. And as I know, that budget not enough for Haaland. Maybe wait for next year. And I think that's what we're going to do. Wait and see how Benzema goes. On screen, you might not be able to see, but he's currently an 88, so he's gone down by an overall already, which isn't great. But hopefully next season we get Haaland in, if we can put him straight up front. So the second bit, midfield is a slow build up. Use Valverde as a box-to-box instead of Modric. So what I've done, gone into development plan, Valverde, and put him on the box-to-box to get him, pretty much developing in that role. And the third bit, Jovic can be subs or a loan option and deserves a chance to play. I agree, so I'll put him on the loan list just for now and see who comes in for him. Turn Odegaard into a centre-mid playmaker and Camavinga into a CDM, deep playing playmakers. I've done just that. I've started off with changing him into that position, and then once they're comfortable at centre-mid and CDM, I'll then apply the playmaker development plan to them. And the next one, right back backup choice, Emerson, 88 potential from Real Betis, or Atal, 85 potential from Nice, different style as you like. So I think I'm going to go with Emerson, and we're going to try sign him in this episode, but if he doesn't pull off, I'll go for Atal. I've added both to the shortlist anyway. I'm going to have a look when the scout reports come back. For the last little bit of it, left back, backup, maybe Marcelo stay for 1 or 2 years, and then go for Ruglion, who obviously Real Madrid have just sold to Spurs in real life. And to be fair, if it comes to that point in 2 years that Ruglion or Regulion, is the number 1 left back, then we will get him. So I think we're going to go ahead and wait for these scout reports to come back. Even though Emerson, I know I'm probably most likely going to sign him. We don't have much time left, to be fair, thinking about it. So maybe I should go in with an offer now. I just don't really know how much. Release clause, 69 million euros for him. But I guess with a potential of 88, you can't really go wrong with that sort of player. Atal as well, like I say, if things don't pull off, I'll happily go and get him. 5-star weak foot as well, which is nice. Possibly play at left back if needed. He's got the injury prone trait there, which is not ideal. But what can you do when you're signing a decent player that does have a potential of 85? Like I say, Jesus added him to the shortlist as well, and OR. OR, like I say, I feel like he'd fit into the team. But actually, I want to show you guys quickly show you something. No, I don't want to exit career mode. If we go over here, we've got our normal team sheet. And now I've gone ahead and made a future team sheet. And this is what our future team is going to look like. These are the players that I feel like are going to fit into the team. So we've got Vinicius Jr. on the left, Mbappe up front, Rodrigo on the right. A midfield of Odegaard, Valverde and Camavinga. So Camavinga at CDM. He's learning the CDM role right now. Valverde, he can already fit CDM, but I'm learning the box-to-box development plan. Odegaard is a cam, but I'm learning him the centre mid development plan. Militao at centre back, Upacano at centre back as well, Mendy at left back. I'd say his future, because he's only 25, so his future for now, I'd say. And then at right back, this is where I'd like Emerson to fit in, and obviously probably get a better goalkeeper. Actually, Lunin. How old is Lunin? Okay, so he's 21, so I'll fit Lunin there then. And obviously, if I do use this team, I might swap him out for Courtois, depending on the game. But that's how the sort of future team is looking, and that's where I'm sort of wanting Emerson to fit in that right back position. So here we go then. We're going to offer a transfer fee for Emerson. Now, I'm thinking, if his release clause is 69 million euros, I'm going to think he's valued on the game around about 20 to 25 million. Just a rough guess based off, the release clause. So I'm going to go ahead and offer 32.5. Now, it sounds a bit ridiculous considering I don't know the guys overall or anything. But it looks like it could be a good investment if he is going to get up to an 88 overall. But I feel like I'm sort of undercutting a bit because that's half than his release clause. So it'd be interesting to see what they're going to come back with here. And he's saying that's a reasonable offer for Emerson. We're happy with the terms. Let's get to the paperwork. Now, that sort of worries me a little bit and obviously makes me feel like I overpaid for him. And now I should have scouted him, but there's not long left in the transfer window, as we know. So I don't really have time on my side exactly. So let's have a see into the contract here. Sporadic, I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead with that. The contract length, I'm looking for a good 5 years out of this one. And 3 years, okay. We'll have to accept 3 years. Could have possibly pushed for 4, but we'll accept the 3. Release clause, obviously we're going to do a release clause. So his past one was 69. I paid 32.5, so 65 is around about the release clause I'm going to go with. Even though that's less than the one he was at the other club. Actually, we'll bump it up to 70, just because it's a little bit higher than the one, the club he was just at. Because I want it to be higher because it makes sense. He's moved on a little bit and it makes sense to have a higher release clause for him. And they're happy with that anyway. So let's move ahead into the wage. Now, what to offer him? I don't know his current wage. So I'm going to go ahead and offer 50,000 and 100,000 signing on bonus. And let's see what they say to that. And that's a reasonable offer. He's happy with that. So there we go. Emerson has joined the club. And I feel slightly annoyed at myself for maybe overpaying. I don't know. I might have got a bargain. I highly doubt it, considering he accepted it straight away. Same with his wage. He might only be on like 6,000-7,000 a week, for example. I don't know, and I've just offered him 50,000. But I guess that's why it's important to do the scouting first. So there we go then. Emerson fits into our future 11 team sheet, and as you can see here, here's some of his stats. So right back, you can play right back, right mid, and right wing back. So a few positions there. I won't have to change that. Right-footed, high attacking work rate, medium defensive, 21, 5'11", Brazilian. And some of his stats, looks like a well-rounded player, I'm not going to lie. What's his crossing? So his crossing is 75, 73 curve. Traits, long shot taker, speed dribbler, so it doesn't look too bad. What is his sprint speed? So 80, that is not bad at all to start off with. So he looks like a really decent player, can't wait to use him. And like I say, if he can grow to an 88, that'd be great. But also guys, let me know down below, what development plan should I use for Emerson? So we're just going over to the objectives overview here, and you can see our manager rating is 80 at the moment, which is pretty decent. Happy it's at 80, and you can see here we've already completed one of our objectives. Replace 3 players from the team, so obviously sold 3 and we signed 3. And we go into our brand exposure, and you can see their long term was expand the club in North America within 2 seasons, and we've done that already. I can only imagine that is from the pre-season tournament. So we're going to go into our first game of the episode then. Granada away from home. You can see this is how we're lining up with our strongest starting 11. I was going to make some changes, but I'm happy to play this team because they're the most sharpest. Like I say, if we go over to the future 11, like Camavinga, for example, I think he's got 2 sharpness, which isn't great at all. So I need to start using that team, doing a few training sessions with him and getting their match sharpness up a little bit higher before I start using certain players. But there's our team. There's Granada's team. Let's get into the game. Benzema getting played in. Go on, Benzema. Just couldn't get the shots away. Toni Kroos just couldn't hold on to that. 6 minutes in. Almost a chance on goal. Probably could have shot there, to be fair. But I was hoping to maybe get around the players and get a finesse shot on goal. And one question I wanted to ask you guys before we went into the game, but I completely forgot. If I was to sign OR, obviously from Lyon, what position is he best fit in? Is he best fit in the CDM role? I couldn't imagine. I'm pretty sure he's more of an attacking player. Or would he fit the more Modric role or Toni Kroos role? Okay, in a bit of trouble here. Okay, just get that one cleared, thank God. Which position would he suit best? So, 43 minutes gone in this game. Still not much has happened. We had a shot from Modric before, hit the post, nothing really to share, but we're trying to get on the counter-attack here. Modric, okay, finds it through, back to Rodrigo, over the top to, trying to get it over the top to Benzema. Modric keeping hold of it well, and there we go, into half-time, 0-0 so far. I think we'll go attacking in this second half here. Even though we're away from home, we should be attacking a lot more than we are. Might make the change for Mbappe soon. I feel like I probably should have started with Mbappe. But we'll just see how the game goes from now. We'll put it on attacking, maybe not ultra, but we'll go with attacking, I think, and see how we do. So here we go, then got ourselves a corner here. Let's get this one whipped in from Hazard. Try and get the header on that, and we do. But defender saving it from going in. Can we win this ball? And we can. Carvajal, Varane, back to Carvajal. Rodrigo finds it inside. Benzema just can't turn his man fast enough and ends up losing the ball. There we go, over the top to Hazard, trying to work it into the box, cuts it back, goes for the finesse shot, and Eden Hazard finds the back of the net. What a great shot that was, 71 minutes in, and we take the lead here against Granada. And Eden Hazard with his first goal this season, I'm pretty sure of it, in the Liga, no, anyway. And pretty much pulled off what I was wanting inside my head, cuts it back, works his way across the box, finesse shot, and there we go, finds its way past the keeper. And his first goal in the La Liga. Like I say, Benzema's going to come off, Mbappe's going to come on. I made that change obviously before the goal, and I was a little bit worried. I didn't know where the goal was going to come from, and hope that Mbappe would get us the goal. And we might be able to score another one now with him on the pitch. Granada on the attack here, get this one cleared. Sergio Ramos, thank God. And it looked a lot easier than it was. That was going on for a lot longer. I don't know what it is with the AI using so much skill moves. A lot of the time it's just pointless. Modric looking for that over the top there to Mbappe. What a ball. And he just couldn't get any end of that. As if, what a ball that was from Modric. And unfortunately we couldn't capitalise on it and make it 2-0. But they're going to make a change here as well. Only a couple of minutes left to go. Just going to try and defend this 1-0 lead here. Away from home, I guess that's all they could be saying for not many more goals. But Rodrigo there, what a ball. Down to Carvajal. And played a pass to Rodrigo. Rodrigo lets it go. And again on the rebound. Just the header was poor. And there we go. 1 minute added on. Surely when this is kicked out, it should be full time. Ref, you're going to blow it under the referee. Blows the final whistle there. Granada 0, Real Madrid 1. And we end up getting 3 points in our first game of the episode. So after that game, we've just received a transfer offer from Bayern Munich for Eden Hazard. 107.8 million for his services, and we're just going to go ahead and reject that just because I'm not interested in selling Eden Hazard, and at the moment he's still 87 rated, so maybe at the start of next season when he's 30 and everything else like that, we could possibly sell him depending how Vinicius Jr. gets on in terms of growing and everything like that. So I'm going to reject the offer for now, but again, crazy money for one of our players. So we're into the final hour here of the deadline day. We haven't made any sort of sales or any buys of anything. And we've received a few offers, just ignored them. An offer there for Odegaard from PSG, just ignored that. Hernandez, an offer came in for him. I should have got to that one. Brentford were offering 2.8 million for his services. I did not see that whatsoever. But let's have a look at the top deals, and you can see that Mbappe to Real Madrid, 245 million. It does stand out, doesn't it? It really does stand out. Aouar has just moved to Barcelona for 91.5 million euros. Ruben Neves to Manchester City for 75.2. Busquets to Arsenal. That is interesting. That is an interesting signing. Martial to Juventus. Umtiti to Arsenal. So Arsenal spending quite a bit of money here in the transfer window. Jesus has gone to Atletico Madrid. Asensio, as we know, went to Juventus. Rafa gone to Chelsea. Isco to Inter Milan. Dembele to Man United. Any other surprising ones? Okay, nothing else really surprises me. We got a lot of players. Lacazette to Dortmund. Okay, a little bit surprising. Leon Bailey going to Inter Milan. Mertens to Man City. Okay, considering his age, I was a bit surprised Man City bought him, but 33. Alaba to United. Emerson obviously to Real Madrid. But yeah, that pretty much sums up this transfer window. So it's been a pretty solid one for us. We look at the club here, Mbappe, our most expensive signing, 245 million euros, a lot of money, but only being 21. He's got so many years ahead of him with a 500 million euros release clause. If anyone comes in and is happy to spend that, then we'll receive a lot of money and we can pretty much buy a full new team just with that release clause alone. But it'd be interesting to find out who PSG sign as a replacement for Mbappe. We've got a youth squad monthly report. Let's take a quick look at this. And these are the players that we got at the start of the career mode already given to us. Now, just looking at the potential, I'm just going to reject, just release both. Sorry, not reject, release both. Just because the potential isn't good enough. And obviously, if they're wanting to get into this Real Madrid side, then they have literally a potential of pretty much 90 to even be considered to be signed for the team. So Atletico Madrid have come in here for a loan deal for Luka Jovic, and 2-year loan deal, and especially Atletico Madrid, we're going to reject that straight away. I think you can see that Inter Milan came in as well and offered him for 2 years as well, and I hate the 2 years. I'll probably negotiate it and get it down to 1 year, but again, Atletico Madrid don't want to loan him to him, our rival, and Inter Milan, we faced them in the Champions League, so I definitely don't want to loan him to them, just because, you know, what if happens, he comes back and scores against us, it'd be the worst thing ever. But here we go, a scout report, any decent players among these, and none really stand out at the moment. Okay, Alexander Young doesn't look too bad there, age 15, potential 70 to 94. We'll sign him for now, and no one else really stands out. This player doesn't look too bad, Luke Collins, 69 to 93, but it is quite broad. But we'll sign him as well, goalkeeper. Anyone else? No one else, really. And yeah, I think we'll just take them two from the list, and we'll leave the rest in there and see how the further report goes. So Bayern Munich again trying to sign one of our players. They come in here for Varane, 79.5 million euros. He's got a release clause there of 154 million. So just going to go ahead and reject that. Another offer for Mayoral, and we're going to go ahead and accept that. Hopefully, look at all them offers we've accepted, and he just won't leave the club. In the nicest way of possibly saying that, he just will not leave. No one will pay the release clause either, so we're just going to go ahead, keep accepting offers, and hopefully he'll accept one of them. So here we go then, this is pretty interesting. Camavinga, position change option. I'm writing to let you know we're pleased with Camavinga's continuing development. We think he's probably ready now to switch positions and be tried as a defensive midfielder, as we discussed. We're going to go ahead to the squad hub here and just check this out. So he's not happy at the moment with his playtime, understandable, but I think we're going to try and get him a game. But you can see there's sharpness 8. I'm going to keep trying to get that up and get it higher ASAP. But let's go over here to development and let's have a see what that has to say. So defensive midfielder even has a tick next to it now for the plan. And you can see there, sort of in the middle on the right-hand side, defensive midfielder CM to CDM is full. So that should hopefully mean now he's comfortable playing at CDM, which is great. So then now I'm going to go ahead and go into the development plan and change him to a deep line playmaker if they have that one. If not, we'll just change him to a playmaker for now. So he's gone ahead and he's completed the defensive midfielder development plan, which is great. And then we're going to try and develop him into a playmaker. It's going to take 34 weeks. Going to take a long time, but I can imagine he's going to be great when he fully reaches the end of the plan. So we're going to go ahead and go into our next game of the episode, and you can see we're at home and this is the lineup we're going with. I've made a few changes compared to the last game. So Mbappe is going to start up front for us, Vinicius Jr. on that left wing for us as well, and be able to see in a centre back position, Upamecano is going to start his first game for us. I feel a bit bad that he hasn't played yet, but his sharpness I think is literally like 14 or 20, something ridiculously low, so I need to really start trying to improve that. So I'm going to give him a bit of game time today, see how he goes on, might make a change. And Camavinga is on the bench because if we are up and feeling comfortable, I will bring him on at some point, for Casemiro. But let's get into the game, hopefully another 3 points. So Junior's kept that in, got amazing pace. Looking for someone to pass to, and there we go. Mbappe into loads of space, goes for the shots, just couldn't get it past the goalkeeper there. I didn't feel like there was enough power on it to go past the goalkeeper, but 6 minutes in, already a shot on target. And one thing I'm thinking of is moving it up to ultimate difficulty after this game. Just depending on how this game goes, it is starting to get quite easy now for me, but obviously we haven't played any tough teams as of yet, to be fair to me. And we actually played like the likes of Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan coming up soon, Russian Gladbach coming up in the next game. So I am thinking about moving it up now. I'm starting to get used to the game. I do normally play on Ultimate as well. Obviously I just started on Legendary just to see how we get on. But Mendy here, let's get that crossover. Okay, into the path of Mbappe, just couldn't get anything from it. But Rodrigo finds that pass, go for the shots, and wow, there was some power on that. And was Tony, okay, Casemiro with the shot, earned ourselves a corner. Cross comes in, Just nothing from it. Can we get an end of that? And unfortunately we can't. Oh, here we go. The through. Keane is through. Sergio Ramos. And wow. Okay, they make it 1-0. 27 minutes in. And we have seriously underestimated him. Is that Moise Keane? I was thinking, is that Moise Keane? There's no... the hair looks the same. We're going to have a look at the play. Oh, just skipped the goal. Okay, yeah, it is Moise Keane as well. 3 goals so far in the La Liga. Interesting. Okay, I didn't expect to see Moise Keane in the Spanish league with us. But what a signing for them. 3 goals so far in the league. And we nearly need to step up our game in this... well, really step it up in this game. Mbappe's through, Mbappe, and there we go, we level it up, 32 minutes in, and it's 1-1 in this game, and I really think we're going to up it to ultimate difficulty after this. Just look at the replay, it's just so stupid. I shouldn't have been able to do that. I know Mbappe, 90 rated, you know, silly pace on him, but look at this, just receives the ball, runs round the defenders into loads of space, gets the shots away. It literally felt like I was playing on semi-pro, do you know what I mean? It was that easy. Now, don't get me wrong, he is one of the best players on the game, so it should sort of feel easy, but there's so much space there. So I think definitely after this game, we'll up it to ultimate difficulty. Here we go, Rodrigo, looking for a low cross inside, and we just couldn't make it 2-1. As if that was a good opportunity there. Rodrigo likes to come inside, possibly find himself in the left wing now and again, which I don't mind, to be fair, in positions like that. But Casemiro here keeps a hold of it. Down to Junior, looking to get that cross over. And yeah, that just wasn't the best cross, was it? Mbappe finds it through to Junior, who finesse shots it outside of the foot. Makes it 2-1 in this game now, just before half time. And like I say, I think it's definitely time to up the difficulty in this one. Just have a look at this replay here. Mbappe gets it, loads of space. But there seems to be a common theme, to be fair. A lot of space between the centre-back and the right-back there, or it might be the 2 centre-backs. A lot of space to run into. And Vinicius Junior, outside of the foot shot, makes it 2-1 in this game. That was his first goal for the team as well. For Mbappe, look at the pace. It's silly. Goes for the shot once again. And we make it 3-1 in this game now. Mbappe with 2 goals and that counter-attack there. And Mbappe is going to be seriously dangerous on these counter-attacks. Him and Hazard link it up well there for that one. And Mbappe off to such an amazing start for the club. Look at this here on this left-hand side, sorry. Hazard plays it through to Mbappe. He's got the pace. Just slows down a little bit. Gets the shot away. And we make it 3-1 now in this game. 3 goals for Mbappe so far. And with the scoreline leading 3-1, we're going to make a change. Camavinga's going to come on. I feel like it's only right. Look at his sharpness there. 6. Really, 6? When it's in red, you know it's bad. But we're going to see how bad that really is. Casemiro's going to come off. Camavinga's going to come on. Okay, so Camavinga's got himself forward in such a good position. And my mistake earlier on that last goal, it was Vinicius Junior linking up with Mbappe. I think because I'm so used to obviously Hazard playing on left-hand side. I pretty much just said his name, but Mbappe sees the space. And Modric to make it 4-1 off the bar. I can't believe it, but Camavinga already finding himself up the pitch in the penalty area, which was nice, I guess. But for a CDM, is that a little bit worrying? I don't think so. I think I'm going to have to maybe look at his work rate as well. I've got a feeling it might be high and medium. If so, can we change that to high and high? Which would be nice. Maybe CDM will automatically do that for us. We've got to take a look, but we've got to be careful here. Might concede a goal. Okay, the pass inside the box and Courtois. Great save. So there's going to be a minute added on in this game. Looks like we're going to go away with all 3 points. And there we go. The ref blows the final whistle in this one. Real Madrid 3. And is it Huesca? Is that how you pronounce their team name? I might be completely wrong. But they only got a goal today. And like I said, we got all 3 points in this one. Mbappe with 2 goals. Let's have a quick look at the match facts here. Just to back up my point that we are going to go into Ultimate after this game. And you can see there, we had 10 shots, 9 on target. They had 3, 2 on target. Not too bad. They had majority of possession as well, but I just feel like, you know, like I said, just the way the goals are scored, it's best if we go into Ultimate. So here we are then. Here is our Champions League group. We're in Group B, and we've got Shakhtar Donetsk, Inter Milan, and Borussia Gladbach in this group, and we play Gladbach first. We're going to be facing them next in the end of this episode. Looks like a pretty strong group, to be fair. Shakhtar Donetsk, Inter Milan, and Gladbach as well. Pretty strong, decent teams. Inter Milan, I fear them the most. Obviously, their team is really good. And their new signings as well. At Group A, looks like a pretty decent group as well. At Group C, I quickly run you guys down the groups. Like I say, there is certain teams that I forgot now, but I'm pretty sure the third team in there isn't supposed to be the third team. But when I started episode 1 and I went to find these teams to manually do it myself, they were just nowhere to be found on the game. So unfortunately I couldn't add them in, but all the other groups and every other group is pretty much spot on to what it is in real life. So I'm going to quickly go over here and up this to Ultimate and see how we get on it. These are the settings obviously for playing on 4 minutes Ultimate. Competitor mode, enable the setting to face a more challenging opponent, simulates style to play some of the world's best FIFA players. Okay, we'll have that on. Quick substitutes on, default ball, and fast game speeds. Like I said, we're going to keep on Ultimate, see how we do. And that competitor mode, it actually rings a bell now. I'm pretty sure I've seen someone put on Twitter that all it really does is say like you've got Neymar or, for example, Messi. The things he does in real life, it'll implement into the game. But in terms of like defending, like say you face Juventus, in terms of their defenders being really good, they're actually no better on competitor mode. So the games, instead of ending up like 2-1, they end up like 5-4 or something. You just score a lot more goals in it, you and the AI do. So it'd be interesting to see if we get some more high scoring games. But let's go into this press conference and see what questions they have to ask us. We're going to play our strongest starting 11. I'm thinking maybe for this game, Mbappe on the right, Benzema up front, because I want to get off to a good start in this group. Let's have a see. First question, it'll be tough. There are plenty of good teams around, but you must be confident. Can you win the Champions League this season? I'm going to say we're ambitious. We have to win it. We're Real Madrid. We pretty much have to win this competition. And if we don't, and we win the La Liga, then that's fair enough. But I feel like we should be winning the Champions League, and we're sat in Mbappe as well. Mbappe's good form has been a real plus for you boys. Will Mbappe get his chance? And I'm going to say I have to rotate the squad, and like as I just said, I think I'm going to bring him on the right and play Benzema up front. For this game, it's exciting for everyone, for the fans and yourself to start off the Champions League campaign. How are you feeling? Confident you can kick off with a win? And I'm going to say we can't wait to get into the game. So here we are then into our final game of the episode. Our first game though in the Champions League. And it's going to be a good game away from home. But you can see that the changes I've made, pretty much the normal starting 11 apart from Mbappe coming on for that right hand side. And Hazard now, I'm pretty sure he's gone down by 2 overalls, hasn't he? I'm sure he was an 89, now an 87. And Benzema, I'm pretty sure he's gone down by 1 as well. So these players are starting to decrease a lot faster than I thought they would, which isn't great. It's definitely not great noticing that just before going into the Champions League game. But that's our Borussia Gladbach lineup as well. But let's get into this game and hopefully get 3 points. Into our first Champions League game. Hopefully we get off to a good start. And interesting to see how Benzema links up with Mbappe on the right. And also we're on ultimate difficulty for the first time here on FIFA 21. So let's see what... I don't really know what to expect. I'm pretty sure that's offside. Okay, Hazard is still on. A low cross. And okay, Mbappe. That actually got past the defender. But so far, 5 minutes in, not too bad. Oh, loads of space on its right-hand side. Carvajal, low cross into Mbappe. He gets the shot on Carvajal, trying to find the pass there. Well, the header to someone just couldn't pull it off. But loads of space for Carvajal to run into. And the poor pass there. Varane's going to pick this one up. 26 minutes in, not doing too bad in our first game. But like I say, I'd just like us to possibly get some more shots on target. And there's loads of space on this right-hand side. Look, Carvajal gone once again. Get the crossover. Can we find someone? And unfortunately, we can't. Benzema plays it through. And here we go, Mbappe. Oh, I should have gone for the shot. What am I doing? I should have gone for the shot, man. What am I doing? Here we go. Can I redeem myself? Mbappe and Benzema go away with the shot. And defenders in the way. I can't believe I didn't shoot with Mbappe then. And here we go on the counter-attack. Can we get back and defend this? And okay, the counter-attack sort of broke down here. And if I turn off competitor mode, will it get rid of these skill moves that the AI are doing? Don't get me wrong, I appreciate them doing it. But a lot of the time, they're just doing it when they're in space. And it doesn't actually really do anything or lead to anything. Carvajal into Modric, who's going to pull it back. Plays the pass off, and it didn't go to where I wanted it to. And I think I'm going to have to stop with these passes into the box. Because we're going to half time here, 0-0. And a disappointing effort before from me with Mbappe. I should have just shot with him. Could have been 1-0 up so far. Slow day at the office for him, but we all know that isn't true because I should have gone for that shot. Benzema goes for the shot, and okay, just wide. A great start here to the second half. Just going to start going for shots now. It sounds pretty, what's the word? Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Common sense, sorry, is the word I'm looking for. It sounds pretty common sense going for the shots, but instead of trying to you know, play it round, go for the passes inside, the low crosses, all that stuff. Just start getting some shots away now, because it really has annoyed me that I didn't shoot before with Mbappe. Benzema's done great there. Kind of get a crossover, and you can't. So we're going to move it up into attacking now, because it's getting later into this game. Not made any subs as of yet, but I just feel like we should be trying to get a goal here, and we're under some pressure now on this right hand side. And again, this is what I'm saying, you start working the way back. Like, fair enough, they might be part of the attack and what have you, but then you start doing skill moves, maybe not then, for example, but you know what I mean, in reference. And it's a little bit annoying, but here we go. Mbappe, loads of space. Let's knock that forward. I can see Eden Hazard try and get it to him, or Benzema. And we just couldn't get it across goal there, but not long left in this game. We have to start coming up with something soon. Oh, Benzema plays it through. Toni Kroos, he's got to get it into the back of the net. And can we keep this ball alive? And it's going to go out for a corner here. We've got some changes. I've moved Mbappe up to striker. Rodrigo's going to come on. And Modric is going off for Valverde and Toni Kroos. I really thought I was going to go into the back of the net. I'm tempted for a short corner here, you know. Get that to Mbappe. Try to get a nice little over. Okay, never mind. Rodrigo goes for the shots. And they've cleared that one. And I'm really looking at the time here. I'm disappointed we haven't got a goal so far. Away from home, I guess you could say, is one of the reasons why we haven't scored. But we should be doing a lot better, especially with the team we've got. But here we go, Casemiro finds to Mbappe. Get that there. Valverde gets it down the line. Okay, finds the pass across. Mbappe's got to get it in. And Mbappe scores finally in this game. 86 minutes gone. It took us that long to get our first goal. And would you believe it come through a pass across the box, which I said I was going to stop doing. But obviously it worked in the end. Mbappe gets the goal, and possibly the only goal in this game, to secure us the 3 points in the group. Look at that there. Great bit of play, and the pass across Mbappe and loads of space there in the box. Surprised no one's really marking him. And he gets his first goal in the Champions League. Then to end the game, we got ourselves a corner. Can we get anything from it? The cross comes in. And, okay, did we get Varane? Okay, I didn't even know Varane got the ball there. Can we win it back? And Varane, okay, doing almost so well. But the ref is going to blow the whistle, and we get the 1-0 win in this game and get ourselves 3 points to start off our Champions League journey this year. So there we have it then, guys. Mbappe's goal seals Gladbach's defeat. You can see there we scored in the 86th minute. It took us that long to get a goal. Ultimate difficulty don't feel too bad this year, to be fair. But obviously we didn't play the top team in the game, or any silly teams like Burnley when you faced them with FIFA 20 and they scored and they beat you, and it's just ridiculous no matter how good you played. But so far ultimate difficulty feels okay. And let's have a look at the league table before we end today's episode off. So you can see we're in third place at the moment, 12 points, won all 4 games. Same can be said for Barcelona and Villarreal, who are doing okay so far. Look at that. Well, they're at the top of the table with 10 goal difference. Atletico Madrid are in 4th place on 10 points. And let's have a look at the Champions League group, who also won in our group. And you can see Inter Milan did. And they've only got a 1 goal difference as well. So not a bad start to the La Liga and also to the Champions League. To be fair, we're doing okay. And Mbappe couldn't be more happier with him. So he's going to be the start of the episode, and pretty much guarantee he'll be the start of every episode. But it's interesting to see that as soon as I put Mbappe to striker and take Benzema off, so on and so forth, we grabbed ourselves the goal. And I'm not saying Benzema's a bad player, but maybe just Benzema just isn't working for me. And not that I'm looking to replace him ASAP, I'm going to give him plenty more game time. But it's looking to see that Mbappe is trying to seal himself a spot in the team at that striker position. And he's doing a good job of it. But anyway, guys, that has been today's episode. If you enjoyed, and if you have, don't forget, leave a like down below on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. And I'll see you guys for the next episode.